The Singapore International Festival of Arts. Hello, love thinkers. A festival that traces, follows and then showcases to us the best of art, ideas and themes. With each passing year, it only gets bigger and better. And this being its 38th year, it is a 4-month festival with a unique combination. Let's find out more about it from Ms. Noorlinah Mohamed, Director of Marketing, Communications and Engagement, as well as Director of the Open, which is a free festival of ideas public engagement initiative. Hello, Ms. Noorlinah.
Hi, Himani. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Good.
Superb. There's a lot of buzz about SIFA, which is the Singapore International Festival of Art, as well as the Open. Could you tell us about the Open concept for 2015? What was the idea behind it?
Well, the Open is actually the brainchild of our festival director, Ong Keng Sen. And it is a pre-festival of ideas, meaning prior to the main festival, which is SIFA, Singapore International Festival of Arts 2015 or 2014. Previously, we started in 2014. We have this Open, which means O for open, P, participate, E, engage, and N, negotiate. It encourages and invites the public to engage with the ideas that the festival offers, ideas that are seen through the arts, that are represented through the arts, that are expressed and unpacked through the arts. The Open, as a pre-festival of ideas, is designed like a popular academy. So for 19 days, from the 16th of June to the 4th of July, that's about 19 days, and with only one pass, which means you buy only one pass to access most of the 19 days, you come in, you engage with speakers, presenters, creative thinkers, artists, you watch a performance, you go to a concert, you walk through an exhibition, you imbibe, and then you have a discussion at talks.
Okay.
And you attend a film, and then you go back to a talk again to talk about it, to discuss these ideas. And the ideas are usually related to the theme of the festival, which is post-empires. That's the theme for this year. So the Open has got like 5 platforms. We have open films, open concerts, open exhibitions, open salon, which are like talks and symposiums, and then open performances.
Okay.
But the Open Pass, which is about $45, the one pass, it gives you an access to over 30 events from open concerts, open films, open salon, and open exhibitions. The open performances are ticketed separately.
Talking about some of the performances that we have, of course, most of us have the brochure, and we do have some very interesting performances lined up, some very interesting concerts lined up, some very interesting salons, exhibitions, like you said. Some of the highlights that you think would stand out in this year's Open Festival?
I think, it all varies from person to person, and I'm just going to give you my top picks. If I were to get an Open Pass, I would like to attend an exhibition like 15 stations at Tanjung Pagar Railway Station, because 15 stations at Tanjung Pagar Railway Station is designed to offer a memory tour of the railway station. And then on top of that, I would go to a Lu Kuang, which is all in the first week. And Lu Kuang is from China, a photographer, a celebrated photographer from China. And he offers an exhibition of photographs taken of the state of pollution in China through the lens of a photographer and the human cost of that pollution caused by industrialization. But the following week, I would go to Pushpamala. Pushpamala has got a exhibition on Pushpamala N from Bangalore. It's an exhibition on the arrival of Vasco da Gama, her take on the original painting that was painted by a Portuguese artist. So she does that, a reinterpretation of that painting. But apart from exhibitions, for the concerts, I would go to barber shops to catch Inch Chua and Syndicate one day, one night apart from each other. And for the films, my goodness, it's so hard to pick. I think my heart goes out from the 14 films. My heart goes out to The Look of Silence. I'm going to catch The Look of Silence and The Tribe. because the tribe is filmed entirely in sign language.
Okay. Wow.
There's no text, no subtitles, no sound. It's completely done in sign language. I think it would be quite a treat to experience it.
Okay.
And then, of course, The Look of Silence is about the aftermath of the 1965 genocide in Indonesia.
Right.
It's heart-wrenching and provocative. I would go for that, The Look of Silence. Plus lots of things, including a Pablo Larraín trilogy. Now, then the tops. I would go for Toyo Ito. Toyo Ito is a celebrated architect from Japan.
Right.
He created Home for All, which are sustaining homes as a result of a tsunami crisis. If you recall, in 2011, Japan suffered from a major earthquake and then subsequently a tsunami that broke the shell of the nuclear plant. Devastation occurred. So he was the architect that led the project of rehoming the people who've lost their homes, rebuilding their homes for them.
Brilliant.
So he's coming to Singapore to do that talk. So yes, there are loads of events. So to just name some highlights would be a tall order, because many people would find different things that they would like. But that's my personal topic.
Fabulous. Noorlinah, like going through all the performances, they are fascinating. At the same time, they're extremely diverse. So do you want to tell us what was the main influence in choosing these performers or performances for the Open?
The Open does not just invite performers and showcase performances. They also invite speakers. I created like an architect, but he's an architect and he's a thinker and a creative thinker.
Right.
He looks at the role of architects in society and how through the work, a creative work like architecture, you're trying to come to terms with social change. You're coming to terms with social devastation. We select all these things, all these performances, performers, speakers, idea makers, thinkers, because of their relationships with the same post-empires, either in the attitude towards how they engage with society and the world, or through their artwork, or through their creative projects. They have something to offer to us in a post-empires world. And our post-empires world look at what remains on this planet, what remains in society when change takes place, when transformation takes place. How do we deal with the history that marked us? How do we deal with the traces of the history that have come before us, like colonization, capitalism, communism, socialism? What happens to them in the 21st century, in the now? And who makes these transformations? And how do we deal with them? Who are the voices of the future? And what are they carving out now? That's how we invite them to the Open and also to the major festivals.
Wow, just out of curiosity, after you completed last year's festival, when did you really start preparing for the Open and the main festival of 2015? How long was it?
I think you need to talk to Keng Sen, the festival director, but for him, he does it simultaneously. So now he's already preparing for 2016. And for the Open for myself, I had to start work on it in November, December, but actual work began in January only because we create the Open as a pre-festival to FIFA, right? So the lineup for FIFA was confirmed by November, and the ideas and the direction had to be brainstormed as a team between festival director and the Open team. So we work together on that, and then by January we know the direction, and then we fill in the spots. By March we ought to finish because the Open guide gets distributed then.
Right, brilliant. Lastly, how can people, those who still do not know or those who still haven't booked their tickets, how can they get their tickets? If there are any deals, early birds that they can be beneficiaries to?
The early bird has closed, unfortunately.
Yes, I know.
Because it ended on the 10th of May. But you can go to the website. I would recommend that you visit the website, www.sifa.sg. And at this website, it has got two pages. One is the Open and the other one is FIFA. And click onto the pages to look at all the events and all the programs. You can even download the guide, a soft copy, the PDF copy of the two guides, the open guide and the CIFA 2015 guide, to browse at your own leisure. And tickets are available at Fistic. For the open, I recommend the open pass. At $45, you can see over 30 events. And then with the open pass, you get 10% discount to the selected performances. And we have 4 ticketed performances. The first week, we have two dance programs. The Hot 100 choreographers and Biomesh by Christian Duarte, a celebrated dancer from Brazil. And on the second week, we have The Imagination of the Future, a theatre production from Chile. On the third week, we have Frenemies, a dance from India. And I think you'll be speaking with Nafesh Johar soon.
Yes.
So, and I won't talk a lot about his work, so I will leave him to explain further his fascinating work with Bharatanatyam. So, those 4 performances are ticketed separately. But with the open pass, you get a 10% discount to that. So, all tickets are available at Fistic. But I would recommend that you visit our website and like our Facebook, which is CIFA.SG Facebook, CIFA Facebook, and get an update on the programs that we have lined up for you from June all the way to September.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Noorlinah. It was really nice talking to you and getting to know all about the Open. Of course, we would be talking to Keng Sen soon to know more about the festival. But thank you so much and really looking forward to this 4-month extravaganza. Thank you.
Thank you, Himani. Take care. Have a good day.